Welcome back to T-Facts, your ultimate source for all the latest scoop from the world of reality TV. Today, we're diving into 5 unique stories from the vibrant universe of Bachelor Nation. First up, we have Bachelor in Paradise alum Raven Gates Gottschalk, who opens up about her battle with anxiety and how she's taking bold steps to face her fears. At 33, she's learning to ski and encouraging her fans to embrace new experiences, style and healthy living included. Next, Allyshia, fresh from her time on The Bachelor, reflects on her unexpected exit and shares her thoughts on joining Bachelor in Paradise. Listen in as she discusses her connection with Grant Ellis and who she's hoping to meet in Paradise. Our third story shines a light on Jonathon Johnson's creative take for Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. He's proposing a fresh twist on the show's iconic intro, and his hilarious examples are something you won't want to miss. Moving on, we have Radhika Gupta, who is making waves by sharing her empowering experiences on The Bachelor. She talks about the importance of representation and how her journey is inspiring young women of color watching at home. Last but not least, Juliana gets vulnerable as she opens up about her family's struggles with addiction during her one-on-one date. She's using her platform to connect with others and encourage those who might be facing similar challenges. So, whether you're rooting for your favorites or just love a good story, stay tuned as we unpack all these unique tales from the heart of Bachelor Nation. Let's dive deeper into our first story featuring Bachelor in Paradise alum Raven Gates Gottschalk. Raven has always been a beloved figure in Bachelor Nation, but recently, she's opened up about her struggles with anxiety in an inspiring way. In her latest social media posts, Raven shares that as she gets older, she's determined to step out of her comfort zone and face her fears head-on. This year, she decided to tackle skiing, an activity she had never tried before. At 33 years old, she is proving that it's never too late to start something new. On Instagram, she posted a video of her learning how to ski, with her husband Adam Gottschalk by her side, cheering her on and providing support. In her heartfelt caption, she wrote, "It's never too late to try something new. What's something you want to try? I hope I gave you some encouragement to step out of your comfort zone." Not only is Raven sharing her skiing journey, but she's also bravely discussing the inner battles she faces with anxiety. She reveals the constant inner voice that tells her she's not good enough and how it creates distressing scenarios in her mind. Along with anxiety, Raven has also been diagnosed with OCD, which manifests through repetitive thoughts and behaviors that have made coping difficult. However, she emphasizes that she's fighting to push through these challenges. In her candid conversations, Raven explains how she copes with her anxiety. She uses personal techniques like having a safe word to help clear her mind when intrusive thoughts arise. She also practices reframing her thoughts and focuses on maintaining her physical health by being mindful of what she puts into her body. Raven's openness about her mental health journey is not only brave but also incredibly relatable, as many people deal with similar struggles. She's determined to show her children that it's okay to face fears and try new things, setting a powerful example for them. So, what do you think about Raven taking on skiing at age 33? Does her story resonate with you? How do you cope with your anxiety? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's move on to our second story featuring Allyshia, who captured hearts during her time on season 29 of The Bachelor with Grant Ellis. Recently, she appeared on the Almost Famous podcast to reflect on her experience on the show and share her thoughts about potentially joining Bachelor in Paradise. Allyshia was optimistic about her connection with Grant, especially since she was his first kiss of the season. However, she was taken by surprise when she was sent home in week 2. On the podcast, she expressed her feelings about the experience, stating, "I don't know what changed. I think for me, I can only speak from my perspective, right? So I don't know what went on in Grant's head or why he made the decisions that he made, but I was feeling good about our connection." During their time together, Allyshia mentioned that they had progressive conversations and felt a strong validation from Grant. She described the mixed messages she received leading up to her departure, which left her feeling confused. Allyshia shared an emotional moment from her final night with Grant, where she opened up by sharing personal photos with him. She recalled, "He asked to keep them and said, 'I'm gonna hold on to these. I'll give them back to you next time I see you.'" And yeah, that was the last thing he said to me before the rose ceremony, and then sent me home. Despite the disappointment, Allyshia ultimately found closure in the experience, stating, "I do feel like closure is somebody not picking you. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And I feel good about that." As the conversation progressed, the hosts asked Allyshia if she would consider going on Bachelor in Paradise. Her response was candid, revealing her preferences. She mentioned, "I think if there were men going who I could see a future with, then it would be more enticing. If it was men like Devin going, then no, I wouldn't be as interested." Allyshia specifically highlighted her type, sharing a bit of humor, saying, "Ben, you used to be on my hot bachelor guy list before you were married and had a kid. Like, you were my type. Dark hair, dark eyes is typically what I go for." She also expressed her interest in Greg Grippo, appreciating his personality and humor from his TikToks. Alyshia's reflections on her journey remind us of the emotional roller coaster that often comes with reality dating shows. We can't wait to see who will be joining her on the beach in Paradise this summer. What do you think about Alyshia's experience? Would you like to see her in Bachelor in Paradise? Let us know in the comments. Next up is our third story, highlighting the creative Jonathon Johnson from season 21 of The Bachelorette. Recently, he shared his exciting ideas for the upcoming season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. Known for his charisma and unique personality, Jonathon is preparing to make waves on the beach this summer. In a playful video on social media, Jonathon proposed a fresh twist for the show's iconic intro sequence. He suggested that instead of the traditional introductions, each contestant should pick their own walkout song, giving it a fun, boxing match-style vibe. He enthusiastically pitched the idea, saying, "Okay, hear me out. Let's let everyone pick their own walkout song like it's a boxing match and see how that goes." Jonathon didn't stop there. He creatively acted out different character types he imagined could join the show, like the F-Boy and Heartbreaker, showcasing how they might strut onto the scene with their chosen tunes. His humorous take and energy got fans buzzing in the comments, with one fan writing, "Honestly, I was apprehensive, but after your examples, I'm sold." With this innovative concept, Jonathon aims to spark excitement and bring a fresh energy to Bachelor in Paradise this season. He ended his video with a fun twist, calling himself the Medium King and showcasing his night one outfit from his time on The Bachelorette. Fans are eager to see what this season will look like with Jonathon's creative flair, and we can't wait to see him back on our screens. What do you think of Jonathon's idea for the intro? Would you enjoy watching contestants walk out to their own songs? Share your thoughts below. Moving on to our fourth story, we're shining a spotlight on Radhika Gupta, who many of you remember from season 29 of The Bachelor. Recently, Radhika spoke with the Cornell Daily Sun about her experience on the show and the importance of representation in reality television. Radhika expressed her surprise and joy at the level of diversity she encountered when she joined the cast. She stated, "I wasn't expecting the level of diversity, because you don't know who else is on the show until you get there. Seeing so many other women of color really felt amazing, and because of that, I was a little bit more comfortable than I thought otherwise I might have felt." Her presence on the show has resonated with many, especially young women of color. Radhika shared that she received numerous messages from Indian girls who were excited to see someone who looks like them represented on screen. She said, "When our casting came out, there were just a lot of girls that were excited about it. I got so many DMs from younger Indian girls just being like, 'Oh my God, I'm so excited to see some representation. I'm so excited to see someone that looks like me, and I want to be like you.'" Radhika's journey on The Bachelor was not just about finding love, it was also about forging connections and being a role model. She emphasized that her experience gave her a platform to connect with like-minded women and form a sisterhood with her fellow contestants. "Reality dating TV shows are sometimes painted as a catty thing," she remarked, "but my experience on The Bachelor was the opposite." Radhika's story is a powerful reminder of the impact representation can have and how important it is to see diverse voices in media. We love hearing from Radhika and are excited to see what's next for her. What do you think about representation in reality TV? How important is it to you? Let us know in the comments. Last but not least, Let's talk about Juliana, who has been captivating audiences this season on The Bachelor. Recently, during a special one-on-one date with Grant Ellis, she opened up about a deeply personal experience involving a family member who struggled with addiction. Their heartfelt conversation led to a powerful connection between Juliana and Grant, as they both shared how they've navigated their own feelings of loneliness through such challenging circumstances. After their date, Juliana took to Instagram to express her thoughts further, saying, "Trying to verbalize a very personal struggle in this setting wasn't easy, but I did it with the intention of trying to relate with someone that I knew had also struggled personally with this." During her emotional reflection, Juliana emphasized the epidemic of addiction and how it affects so many families, explaining, "There is an epidemic going on with no rule book on how to overcome it. There is so much loss that comes with this, but I was blessed beyond words to witness a success story. It is not my story to tell, but the impact it had on me is." In a touching conclusion to her post, Juliana offered words of encouragement to those who might be struggling, hoping her story would help others feel less alone. She stated, "If anything, I pray that someone, somewhere out there, might hear this and feel a little more seen, a little less alone, and a little more determined to keep going. Whatever your circumstances are, I hope you choose life every time." Juliana's vulnerability and strength resonate with many, creating a sense of community and understanding among audiences. We applaud her for sharing her journey and hope it encourages others to open up about their struggles. What do you think about Juliana's story? Have you faced similar challenges, and how do you cope? Share your thoughts with us in the comments.